Well, I guess you were all expecting an Easter egg hunt right now. That's coming. But this video is actually recorded the day before Easter. The Easter egg hunt will take place on Easter Sunday, as usual. But you have to give me a little bit of time because I've got like 4 different video sources that I'm using, and probably a total of 4 or 5 hours of video that I have to edit down to about 10 minutes and have nice smooth transitions, maybe narrate a little voiceover, add some music and titles and all that kind of stuff, and that takes some time. So please be patient, you will see the Easter egg hunt. But we have some other things to talk about today. I'm here with Apple, who, as you must know if you've been watching our videos, is pregnant. She is going to be a mommy. We verified that with a sonogram that showed at least 3 fetuses in there. And her due date is about 2.5 weeks from now, which means she's in the 3rd trimester. I'd like to just explain what to look forward to. At this point, she is really just starting to swell. 3 or 4 days ago, if I didn't have the sonogram, I wouldn't have really known that she was pregnant. She was not all that swollen. Almost all the growth of the puppies takes place in the womb in the last trimester, which is the last 3 weeks or so. But right now you can see she is starting to swell. Let's take a look at that belly. There is her belly, and it's getting a little bit large, and the nipples are getting a little bit more pronounced from the mammary glands so that she'll be able to give milk. And in the next week or 2, she's going to swell a lot. So what we've seen up to this point is that we verified pregnancy, and her belly is now swelling because this is when the growth takes place. That means a change in her diet. Up to this point, she, Bootsy, don't whine please, we're talking here. Up to this point, she has been on a special diet that has the micronutrients that she needs, the special additives that help promote a healthy pregnancy and a good birth. The most important of those, I think, is folic acid, and so she's been getting a special dog food that contains folic acid, which helps to prevent certain types of birth defects that might otherwise occur. And now, instead of the micronutrients, she needs the macronutrients, which means the increased amount of calorie intake so that she can accommodate the growth of the puppies, because they are now growing quickly. They're going from teensy weensy to like yay big. Apple, don't you want to take part in this? So this coming week, I would expect that she's going to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and we'll show you as she goes along. Her appetite will increase tremendously. It already has started to increase a lot. She was begging me for a second dinner last night, and she's getting breakfast as well, and she's on a puppy food at this point because that has a nice calorie content that will accommodate her needs. The following week, we will, at the beginning of the week, we'll go back to our reproduction vet, and we'll do an x-ray. Now the x-ray is much better than the sonogram for pinpointing exactly how many puppies are in there, because the x-ray shows the skeletons, and those skeletons haven't really developed yet. But once those skeletons are developed, which will take place in the next week or so, they will show up on the x-ray, and we can actually count skeletons, which will tell us how many puppies to expect to be born. At that point also, during that week, I would expect that her behavior is going to change. They do things like a lot of panting. She'll probably get restless. She may engage in a nesting activity. The nesting behavior really is an instinctive reaction to being pregnant, where the mother kind of prepares a spot for the puppies to be born and raised. Not the spot we're going to use, but the one that nature tells her that might be good. Come here, Apple. Yeah. So with the nesting behavior, she may come outside and start digging or just kind of clearing a spot where she thinks she's going to have the puppies, or she may do that inside with blankets and pillows and things. Around the end of that week, we would expect that all of these behaviors are going to increase. So there'll be more panting, more nesting behavior, and at some point it will become constant, and that's where she goes into stage 1 labor. That's also indicated usually by a pretty rapid drop of 1 or 2 degrees in body temperature, which kind of confirms the fact that she's in labor. The stage 1 labor can last at least 6 hours. It can go as long as 24 hours, sometimes even longer. And during that time, we're on constant puppy watch, so I won't be leaving her alone for 1 minute. And what we watch for is contractions. And once the contractions start, she's in stage 2. She's delivering puppies, and that's where she's going to need our help. The small breed dogs generally need assistance in getting the puppies out, especially if they come out rear end first, which we usually call breech in human baby delivery. But you know, with humans it's kind of an unusual thing, and doctors don't like to see that, but about half of the puppies that are born come out breech or rear end first. My habit is to make sure that their hips have cleared the birth canal. Once the hips have cleared the birth canal, I assist getting them out, because if they stay in the birth canal too long and the amniotic sac breaks, they could suffocate and we would lose a puppy. So anyway, that's what to expect. Bootsy? So Bootsy here is going to be a grandmother, and she actually just celebrated her birthday yesterday. She was 7 years old. Bootsy, happy birthday. Okay, so stay tuned.